Alright, good morning, good morning. Alright, the microphone is working. I think it's going good. Alright, there we go. The TikTok chat has connected. Hopefully the YouTube chat has connected as well. And let's just see if I can connect up. Alright, we are now live on YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. Welcome back, everyone, to another exciting day of chess. Now, my plans today will be to stream only for a few hours. This is my last stream of the week because I do have a tournament coming up on the weekend, and I'm hoping I do well in that tournament. And if I do well in that tournament, or even if I don't, I will probably be posting recap videos of the tournament. So let's see if all of my training and dedication has paid off. I am excited to go in this tournament. It looks like I'm about middle of the field. So round one could either be very easy or incredibly difficult, because I may get paired against the top player in the tournament, or I may get paired against a completely unknown, unrated player based on the way the pairing system works. So very excited for that tournament. And it will be my first tournament, first weekend tournament that I've played in a couple of years. I played in a tournament at the beginning of the year, which was a weekly 1 game per week tournament, but that was a rating division tournament, and I came 4th. So a very good result there, but this one is an open tournament, so we'll see how we go. Now, on screen you can see some of the latest videos that I've done. We've got the Spanish 4 Knights opening. That came out a few days ago. We have the 4 Knights game coming up next week. And then after that we'll be having the Roy Lopez and Fried Liver attack. So those were videos done with Grandmaster Max Illingworth. Make sure you check those out when they come out. But today we're going to get into some puzzles, and then we're going to do a practice game or two. So let's get straight into some puzzles. And let me just get my chat set up just in case anyone is sending any messages. So this one is black to move. Okay, I'm not seeing anything yet. Obviously, we've got this little tension going on here. If we were to move the knight, we could lose the queen, so that could be a bit devastating. This piece here is loose. There's nothing defending it, which tells me there might be something here. We've also got a checkmate threat here, but after they push up, I don't really see much with that checkmate threat. Yeah, so I started off with a very hard puzzle to warm up. Also, no coffee today. The coffee shop I go to is closed. So really the only thing I'm looking at here is a6. a6 and then bishop here. And then queen e4 is a fork. Yeah, so a6. Jonty, good morning. The Don, welcome, welcome. Knight b3, knight b3. I would definitely say not knight b3. Everything is so tiny. Mr. Scones, you're on TikTok. You're on Twitch. Unfortunately, with the change in how I'm producing everything now, only YouTube is in landscape mode. Twitch and TikTok at the moment are in portrait mode. Yeah, so if we go here, Don, they can just take the queen. But it is here, and if the bishop goes here, go here. Oh, sorry, not here. You go here, threatening checkmate. Pawn comes up, and then you take. If the bishop goes here, if the bishop goes there, that might have something to do with sacrificing open the exchange, but I'm not quite sure. But I am going to go a6 because that was my original move. Okay, so he goes here. I did look at this one and I kind of expected him to go somewhere else. Now we've actually got rook to a8. Bishop g2 at the end. Bishop g2 at the end. All right, 2 in a row. Yeah, so Mr. Scones, I do apologize about the change in the settings. But yeah, with the new software I'm running, in order to be able to stream everywhere, it had to be done that way, unfortunately. It was either that or I don't stream on Twitch at all. And even though I do joke about my hatred for Twitch. Joke. I still want to stream there. Alright, let's check this one out. So, this one is wide to move. I don't understand what's wrong with bishop takes. Bishop takes just seems right. Is it just because of a pawn? Is it just because of a pawn? Why is that wrong? What am I missing here? I hate puzzles like that where it's still good, but why is this wrong? Like, what's so... Knight c6? Yeah. Oh, okay, and with the bishop here... Okay. Okay, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with that. But, MDM, thank you for the follow. Welcome. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Alright. Let's get on to the next puzzle. Thank you for the likes on TikTok. I'm not doing viewer games today. And with viewers, I won't play people unless they've been here for a while, simply because I've been stung too many times in the past. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. EJR, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again. All right. What should we do today, guys? Should we do games or should we do puzzles? Is that just made in two? Knight f3? Yeah. Puzzles? Puzzles. What? Oh, the king can go here. Here I was thinking that it was all covered. King can go there. So it must have been that first. Yeah. And now here. No. Oh, because now this is. Oh, I'm so bad. Elmo John, welcome to Team Wiggy. Thank you for the follow, guys. We're going to Puzzle Rush. We're going to Puzzle Rush. Enough of these. Enough of these difficult ones. We're going to Puzzle Rush. We're going to do some easy ones just to start with. And then we'll get to ones that are a little bit more suitable for when I'm waking up. And then once I'm fully awake, then we can get into some games. Check out the speed. Alright, so we're at level 20. We're at level 20. Aim to get to 30 before the board. Challenge accepted. Okay, so this one's black to move. Ooh, just made that one. There we go. There we go. Woo. That was that was quite exciting. One thing I have noticed is my puzzles have gotten a lot better. What opening do I play as white or black? With black, I like openings like King's Indian Defense, Perk, Dragon. But if I play e4, I might just play e5 and just see where the game takes me. How to play bullet with Chessnut. I'd say your best bet of playing bullet with Chessnut would be with the smallest board possible. I'd be looking at using one of these ones because... Frankie, welcome to Team Wiggy, thank you for the follow. I would say using the smallest board possible if you want to play bullet games. It would be your option because the Chessnut move, the pieces won't keep up with a bullet game, and the bigger the board, the longer it will take for you to move the pieces around. Okay, so black to move. Black to move. Checkmate in 2. So let me just draw that for those who are following along. So check, and then checkmate. Looks good. How much is this board? Let me just pop the website on there real quick. You can check out the website here. It has links to their store. Feel free to take a screenshot if you want to check that out later. I've also done reviews on these boards as well. This board goes for around $600-700, $6-7, and you can see reviews and tutorials. Sorry guys, I just got a message. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Can you sync it with chess.com? Yes, you can. So I don't know if you guys can see it on the screen, but I've got this little app here. So chess.com wants to pair with the board, and I can pair it up. So I'm using it on my laptop, but you can use it on your phone. You can pair it up. Sorry guys, I'm just... Apologies about that. So yeah, okay, let's get into this next puzzle. Okay. Yes. So there is a pin. They can come across here, attack the king. The king can move. The pawn can defend. But you can still take. And then they go back here, and then you get check, and then the king moves, and then you can move your bishop away, and the rook defends the knight. Okay. I expected it to add a little bit more of a challenge there, but... Kenshiro, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Alright, white to move. Sorry about that guys, I just got a bunch of text messages that I had to reply to. How long have I been playing chess live? as in streaming today. Not long, maybe 20 minutes. As in playing chess in general. I played when I was younger. Angelo, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. I played chess when I was younger, but I got back into it a couple of years ago. This is white to move. Okay, I see a fork. Well, I kind of see a fork. So if a rook takes and king took, then you would have a fork on the king and but the bishop can take. So just got to have a look at a few things here. Yep. So there's nothing that works there. So I had a look at other stuff. That's just a free bishop. That's just a free bishop. And then, funny enough, take, and we still get that fork. Yay. Okay. Guys, if you are new here, feel free to follow. We'll be streaming multiple times per week, every week. As I mentioned at the very beginning, I won't be streaming over the weekend because I have a tournament to go to. Rook takes pawn, rook takes pawn, pawn takes rook, queen takes pawn. Looks pretty good. And then we actually had this tactic come up in a game a few weeks ago, or maybe last week. When the rook blocks, we get to go there. All right, the next one's going to be black to move. Okay. So queen takes queen, pawn takes queen, rook, bishop to h6, and then king to g8, and then rook takes rook. Gerson, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Now, do I think I'll do good in the tournament on the weekend? I'm not sure. It is going to be my return to competitive chess. But, Elmer, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Gerson, this is the Chessnut move. I'll put my website on screen for you real quick. IDK, leave me alone. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Thank you for following. If you want to take a screenshot of the website when it pops up, if it pops up, there it is. You can take a screenshot of that, or you can go to the website whenever you want. I've done videos on this one. This one's called the Chessnut move. This is black to move. Very good, EJR. What format is the tournament? Okay. Don't be fooled by winning a knight. Don't be fooled by winning a knight. Instead, that's a checkmate. Mr. Scones, yeah, I know. It kind of looked like a little ransom note, didn't it? The boys, is it second hand or brand new? This is black to move. So I'm thinking E5. E5. E5, pawn takes pawn, pawn takes pawn. Attacking that pinned piece. Yeah, I wouldn't pay more the boys, because you can get a brand new one for almost that much. I think that's a fine price, but if you know them personally, I would just be very wary about buying a second-hand one, because you don't know how people have treated them. They are very cool, but if you've seen one for $550 second-hand, just buy a new one. Just buy a new one. Wooden pieces $590. For brand new, you can get them for like $650. Just buy new. Don't buy second-hand. Not if you're saving a few dollars. Rahim, I don't know. I only have these boards that you see behind me. I'm in Australia. Oh, you meant pounds. Isn't that more expensive? Just buy brand new. Yeah, don't be paying retail price for a second-hand product. Just buy brand new. That way you've got your warranty. You know that no one's damaged any of the pieces. You know there's no issues with it. Yeah. Yeah, the only way I would buy second hand is if I personally knew the person and I knew how they treated it and I got to get a good look at it. Otherwise, you're just inheriting people's problems. I think this one here is sacrifice the queen. Queen takes pawn, pawn takes queen, rook up, queen blocks, rook takes, king takes, and then knight to f2, forking the rook and the king. Let me just draw that one. So take, block, take, and then check, move, and then take. And you've got a free rook at the end of that. But yeah, I don't know the conversion of pounds. Look, I'm definitely open to stuff, but for that you need to send me an email. You need to send me an email. Just with your details and what your ideas are. Okay, so this one here is black to move. Yeah, cool. So this looks fine. So king comes down, pawn can't move, king can't move, pawn can't move, so he has to move here. You take, he pushes, you push, he pushes or takes, doesn't matter. You push, he goes down, and then that's a checkmate. And after doing all that, I almost went and moved the pawn. My email is wiggy, WHIGGI, @gmail.com. This is black to move. Okay, so this one here was the choice between these two checks here. And looking at it here, check, he goes across. And then if you bring the rook down, he gets to go up here, so that's no good. So check, he goes across, king goes across, covering these squares. And the point of the bishop here is to attack if the rook tries to block. So check, goes across, block, ready to do checkmate. And the only move they really have is to block, and then the bishop will come in, and the king will hold these squares, the bishop will hold these squares. Okay, this one is white to move. What's this board? I don't know how to say your name. I'll pop it up on the screen here. This is the Chessnut move. You can check it out at this website here. Feel free to take a screenshot of that if you want. You can crop me in if you want, crop me out. But this one is the Chessnut move with wooden pieces. I've done reviews and tutorials on my YouTube channel. Okay. White to move? I'm just looking at queen takes, knight takes queen. Queen a4, rook 8 to b2, and then rook f2, maybe? That's what I'm looking at here. I'm looking at queen back, rook comes down. Oh, rook goes there. Okay, I was expecting rook goes here to create something along there, and then I was planning to go there. Because rook goes here, I am guessing just rook here. Then he's got bishop here. Of course, rook couldn't go there because the knight was covering it. right. What color are we? We are black to move. Queen c8 check. Pawn blocks, queen to c3 check, queen blocks, and then queen takes. Looks pretty good. Of course, they could always block in a different order. They could block with the queen first. All right, white to move. By the way, guys, I do have a new channel that I've loaded up as well, which will have replays of all the games I do on stream, just cut up into individual games. If you are interested, make sure you subscribe over there. But I'll still be streaming on this main channel. White to move. Whoa, look at that fork. It's just shouting to be played. Game 30, delay 5. Is that a delay in the messages too? I asked that like 20 minutes ago. A delay, I've never played a delay game. Rook takes rook, rook takes rook. Okay, knight takes pawn, doing the fork first. If rook takes rook, knight takes queen. Okay, so I'm looking at knight takes pawn, rook takes rook, knight takes queen, rook takes, and then king up. But I'm not sure if that's winning, so I'm not convinced. And usually when I'm not convinced, I see you later, AJR. Have a good day. If I'm not convinced, then I need to find something better. I don't see anything better. Actually, I do. No, I don't. Yes, I... Okay. What about queen here? Blocks. Oh, sorry, defends. And then check. And then if they take, you take, and the queen is still under attack. So if the rook takes, you take the queen. And if a queen moves, you take the rook. Yeah. Who's that? I can't read that name. Maybe made it a little bit overcomplicated. Let's have a quick look at that review. So knight takes, rook takes. Oh. This is the move I missed. That's the move. I just simply missed. Yeah, I simply missed it. And here I was like thinking, yeah. Okay, so here I was thinking here. And here. And that brings it back to the same tactic again. Pretty much the same thing that I was speaking about. But yeah, he can just go here. And then my queen is hanging, and then he gets a check. Yeah, I made that too complicated, I guess. What are we doing? We're going back to the puzzles. Black to move. Okay, queen takes queen, bishop takes queen, rook takes bishop, rook moves, and then you've got a fork. Take, take, take. It's under attack, moves, and then fork. Mr. Scones, you are not correct there, sir. You are not correct. Let me just highlight that message. You are not correct. I don't hate Twitch now. I've hated it for a long time. Alright. This must be white to move because they're in check. I mean, surely it must be blocked with the rook. Hold up. No. No. Block with the rook. Queen here, check. Take. Take. So king here or king here might be the go. And the point of that means that that might be the go. So here. And now if I go here, oh, wow, 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 wow. Oh my. Oh wow. Jeez. Jeez. Talk about overcomplicating everything. Yeah, trying to improve that that visualization for sure. Brian, welcome back. Good to see you again. Okay, rook c3 check, king moves, bishop takes pawn. Yeah. It's how much is the chessboard? It's around 600, 700 USD. 6-7. Here's a website for you. Welcome to take a screenshot of that. Check it out later. I've done video reviews on this board and all the boards behind me as well. So you can check them all out. But this is the one with moving pieces. It's called the Chessnut Move. Oh, he took. And then I guess bishop d4. Yeah, if it's a little bit too pricey for you, you can always check out the other boards on the site as well. But I do have a discount code on there which will save it a bit. But yeah. Alright, this one is white to move. Maybe one day, Alex, maybe one day. White to move. Queen f6 looks good at the moment. Mukundi, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Am I doing puzzles? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So this one here looks like queen here, king here, rook here, queen here, king here, queen up, knight blocks, and then follow up with checkmate next move. Nikos, welcome to Team Wiggy. Thank you for the follow. All right, so that's what I'm looking at there. Stone Frog, only I have the powers of the command to make that website pop up. I've made a little macro so that Twitch chat gets a little bit of love. I can press a button on here, it will type the message in Twitch chat, which will then prompt the image to show up on screen. Con, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. And this one is white to move. Okay. Okay, so there's two options here. The first one I looked at was here, and then I realized I've got here. So exploring this option, it looks like the queen is trapped, but they've actually got the check. And then it's a question of how do you deal with that check? If you take, then the queen's no longer trapped. But if you leave it and you go here, they can go back here. Now the second option, Kaban, thank you for the follow, welcome to Team Wiggy. If we go up here instead, you're attacking both. And that's just, it looks like it's winning a piece. Didn't even see that. I didn't even see that. Guys, is my volume too low? I can always turn it up a little bit. Let me know if the audio or the microphone is a bit low. I'm happy to turn it up. If everyone finds that they're turning their volume up just to hear me, let me know and I'll turn my volume up so that you don't have to turn yours up. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiki. It's perfect. Chestnut. It's perfect. Very good, very good. Yeah, it's a it's a case of Chestnut. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. This one's black to move. Guys, if you are new here, feel free to hit follow. Welcome to everyone. We've got like 40, 50 people in here. Trey, you funny. Okay, Queen C2 looks right. No, it doesn't. That's not the king. That's the queen. There I was like, oh, just put the king in check. Let's reevaluate. I don't know. I don't know. This one's got me stumped. What's the biggest crowd I've had? I'd say 60. I think I've got a bit of a problem with TikTok and matching my stream to chess content. Definitely black to move. Yeah, it's black to move. This one's tough. I'm not sure on this one. Bishop takes bishop, pawn takes bishop, queen d3, check. And then they trade, and then yeah, the square. I think I was focusing too much on the idea of take, and then they've just got an extra pawn, but that looks good. Brian, yeah, that's correct. Square of the pawning queen, square of the queening pawn. Ah. All right, this one's going to be black to move as well. Vincent, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiki. So straight away, I would love to go there and just give a check, but the knight can take. That's a problem. JB, welcome to Team Wiki. Thank you for the follow. And obviously white has this checkmate coming in too, so got to be careful about stuff here. Mlondi, welcome to Team Wiggy, thank you for the follow. Okay, I don't see it, so I'm going to break it down. So I'll start with my checks. He takes, I don't see anything good there. He goes there, he can't go there, so he has to go here or here. I'm not seeing anything good there, but I am going back to this move real quick, and he takes, and then we've got a second check. I feel like he just goes back, and there's nothing good again. This check, I don't think does anything. What am I missing here? What am I missing? And also, this check up here also runs into bishop takes as well. Okay, so it must just be a defensive move then. So straight away I'm looking at this one. Attacking the queen, defending against mate. And then if queen takes, then pushing the pawn is what I'm looking at. Yeah. Queen g8. I'm not sure about h3, but queen g8 looks like the first move. And the only move. Okay, black to move. The very first move that I'm looking at here is actually queen to h4. The more I look at queen to h4, the more I like it. Queen to h4, can't go here because then we take. He can't move the rook. Let's say the king moves. Let's say the king moves. Okay, so the king moves. That's the only issue that I have here. I was looking at, let's say the rook moves somewhere. The king can come up here, and then you've got the two attacking, and then your king will be in front of the pawn. It should be a win. I just need to figure out what happens if queen here and then king there. That's the only thing that I have to worry about. Okay, well he didn't go there, but I think king here and then who said it? Janka, and now yeah, it's winning. So if he had gone there, we could have gone there anyway because the rook was here. We'd have two pieces under attack. And now just push him away with queen to f4 looks good. No, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Yeah, f4, and even if he blocks with this one, you just take with the pawn. I hope. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. All right, we're at level 50. Halfway to 100. What's the best? 68? How much is this jowl? It's 600-700 USD, depending on what you get. I'll pop my website here for you real quick. Feel free to take a screenshot of that. I've done reviews and tutorials on all the boards on that website. And there's also a link on how to buy it if you want to get it. I'm using the one with wooden pieces. It's called the Chessnut Move, but you can also get it in plastic to save a bit of money. All right, black to move. rook takes pawn, king takes rook, queen c3, king b2, b1, rook to b8. Looks pretty good. Rook takes, king takes, queen c3, king to b2 is a bit more challenging. Okay, so here's what I've got so far. Take, here, back, here, but then they've also got here as well. So I am not convinced. And also, they also had over here, so I've just got to find it first before I play it. Yeah, I think I overcomplicated. I was too busy looking for that checkmate. There's just a fork. Does it work now? I don't think so. Gad, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. King BDC over on YouTube, welcome. Alright, black to move. Looks like rook a to e8, rook takes rook, and then king takes. And at the end of that, you'll win a queen for a rook. They'll have two bishops and a rook. Yeah, that looks good. So, pin the queen, rook takes, king takes, queen is still pinned. That looks pretty good to me. Didn't even see that. How much does a board like this cost annual? Around 600, 700 USD. A little bit of a drop in calculation skills there. I didn't see that full line when I played it. Obviously that's what I want to get to the level where I can see those full lines. This must be white to move, yeah. Daniel, whereabouts in Australia are you from? Don't worry, Daniel. I got a discount code for you. All right, don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone. Save you like $100. All right, white to move. Okay, cool. I was gonna say if I could move the queen like a knight, that would be perfect. Check. King has to go here. Check. King takes, and then check. Mate. Give him the giving him the outback discount. And secret Australia talk. In Australia, when somebody says how much, instead of giving a proper response, you're meant to say, oh, it's not cheap, or it's not too much, and give a very vague answer. How much is the discount? Yeah, it's pretty good. Like, what? Ethan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Yeah, so G4. Wait, what am I doing? Yeah, G4, H4, bishop takes, and then takes. Looks pretty good. Dell Activity, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Oh, I didn't see this move. For some reason, I thought that was checkmate. My calculation is dropping. That's all right. Check. Looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm disappointed with myself in the last couple of puzzles. My calculation has dropped a little bit. I didn't plan on streaming today, so I didn't actually charge the board or the pieces. Yeah, very good, Daniel, very good. Welcome to the game that just gets harder and harder the more you improve. All right, so this is black to move. I'm not good at endgame, so I'm thinking rook here. So here's my initial thought. Here, and then goes back, and then you push, but that runs into the problem of rook here, takes, and then queen. So you got to keep the rook on this file. Up, here, push, and now we're threatening to queen, so they go up, and then you push, and then you can do this next turn. That looks a lot better. Richard, how much does this board cost? Around $600-700 USD. Daniel, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. If I take and he comes up here, I can always go here. And if he goes all the way up, then I think I can go back. I'm not sure what the correct sequence is. Don't learn that, Daniel. Don't learn that. Okay, let's quickly have a look at that one. Alright, so I had this right, I had that right, I had this right, and now he's threatening to queen. How is that wrong? Because if I go up here anyway, I can queen. Very good, very good. All right. All right. I think I just need to reconnect the board. I may have just broken the web page. All right. White to move. Okay, so straight away it looks like here, let me just take that message down. If I go here, and he goes here, I go here, threatening checkmate, he takes, and then I take with the pawn and I'm threatening checkmate, but then the rook can come in there. So, the only other thing that I'm seeing here is maybe here instead with a discovered check. Even if he, well, if he takes, then I could take the queen. That might be better because then I've got the discovered check here as well. Jonty is saying queen h6, but after queen h6, oh, it's so simple. I'm over calculating again. If he takes, you take. Oh, my board's not connected. Let's just do this move first and then I'll connect my board. There we go. Now let's connect the board. Okay, black to move. Okay, so I'm looking at knight takes knight, and let's say pawn pushes, you've actually got a check, and then you got another check, and then the knight can get down here, and then you got another check, but that's not quite it, because that's how you defend if you don't have a pawn. So if we didn't have a pawn, if this pawn was gone, I think this type of position is good because you can drop back and they keep chasing around. But now I realize if we've got the knight here and their king is down here, we've got one extra turn to push the pawn. So it is good. Now, if I take the knight and he takes, that's the next question. So knight takes, king takes, push, push, check. Ooh. Right. Hello? Oh, that's why. I think that's an important position to practice as well. Making sure that you can kick the king out of there. Nicholas, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. Black to move. Okay, queen to b1, king to d2, and then knight to e4. And then the queen has to take, and then we take. And that leaves a queen, rook, and a bishop versus two rooks and two minor pieces. That seems pretty good. Let me show that one. Check here. So the queen covers these squares. They're covered. And then knight goes here for check, covering this square. So the queen has to take, and then you take, and then you've got a queen. That seems pretty good. Now I'll admit I didn't look at, oh, that's a big message. That's a big message. That's probably on Twitch, that message. Thanks, Gray. Oh, gotta love the Gray, are you still there? I have a question. Alright, white to move. White to move. That's a really, really, really big message. I love that he spent all that time typing that message just for me. Okay, so material, they've got 2 rooks, I've got 1. I've got 2 minor pieces, they've got 1. Pawns, they've got 1 extra pawn. So the first move I'm looking at is here, and then they could block, and then I could go here, and I'm gonna win that bishop. But that's not enough. I need more. Maybe it's something a little bit more aggressive. Here, here, and then queen over here. Threatening to go in here. King moves. King can't move. Can't go there. So king can only go there. It's interesting. I think the first move is going to be bishop to f5. Okay. Okay. What is the mark of the chessboard? What do you mean, what is the mark of the chessboard? What do you mean? What is the mark of the chessboard? Or do you mean brand? Yeah, so I was looking at ideas like this one, but nothing really works there. But loose pieces drop off. English by reading. Welcome, welcome. It is called the Chessnut move. I'll pop the website on here real quick, just for you. Feel free to take a screenshot of that. You can check that out whenever you want. I love the saying loose pieces drop off. I'd never heard that before, and now it's such a good way to look at the position. And whenever I see a piece just hanging out there, I'm like, could I get it? Could I get it? It is white to move. English by reading. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. I like putting the knight here, but it just doesn't seem like there's just too many pieces. Like the knight watches there, this knight watches here, that rook watches there. Loose pieces drop off. Knight takes, pawn takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook takes, queen takes, check. And that piece falls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're up a pawn. I don't think that's good enough. But that's what I'm seeing. Queen c4, and now this piece is loose as well. Queen c4, attacking. If they defend, you get a check, and then you take the piece. Although they can always go up here, and then you take, and then take. Look at that, it's beautiful. I knew that was better than winning one pawn. Next one's going to be white to move. These are actually getting quite challenging now. right. White to move, and straight away, like as soon as I sat down, I saw this discovered attack. Now it doesn't quite work because the knight can take with check. And then like if we take back, we take back with the queen, it's check again, then they can block. But I think that's okay. So discovered check, they take, we take with check again, they block, and then we take the queen, they take our queen, and then we take the rook. There might even be better ways to capture, but yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a move. Now, when I said there were different ways to capture, that's because there's different ways to capture. If we go here, for example, and they go here, then we can go here, and we actually win a bishop as well, but it's just equal. But if we go here and they go here, we win the rook, and that's winning. What? Takes, takes, queen, takes, and you've got two rooks versus a rook and a bishop. Why is that not good? What have I missed? Take, 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 check, go across. $24.18 puzzle, 46% pass rate, 500 attempts. Okay. Okay, so neither of my moves were right. Oh. Alright, so let's have a look at the analysis. Now it's winning 3.3. And this is drawn. Damn, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Did anyone else get that? I'm about to play a game, I think. I think after that one. I think playing a game would be good. I mean, it's always disappointing to get a puzzle wrong, but at the same time, it's like I also man, I need to set up an FEN for this one. There we go. There we go. Let's connect the board. Hello? Did the board not connect? There we go. Pichu, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Maybe I should take opening suggestions. I would love some opening suggestions. But first, I've got to try and get this right. I want to get like a little YouTube short of me parting these in a nice, cool way. Let's see if I can get it. Just sort of gotta pull them aside and pull them aside. How was that? Let's see if I let's see if I got it. You can't see it on the vertical one, but on the YouTube one, you can see the replay if it works. Yeah, what openings have we got? What opening suggestions? Anyone? Yeah, that's sick. All right, that looked pretty cool. Let me just switch the board. All right, let's have a look at the martial attack. I'll be back in 1 moment. Logan, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Team Wiggy. All right. So open Sicilian or Banco Gambit. Okay, so I don't know the Banco. And Sicilian, open Sicilian. Are we looking at? Is that one the open one where we go up, across, and this one? Is this one open? Or is this one open? I don't know. Let's have a quick look at the Banco Gambit. Let me just bring up a new, nope. Where have we got here? There's an openings thing on here, isn't there? Openings. Nope. Alright, well, I don't know what the Banco Gambit is, but I'm happy to give it a go. Let's have a look. Banco Gambit. The Banco Gambit. Okay, so the Banco Gambit starts with d4, knight f3, knight f6, sorry. Okay, queen's pawn. So do we need to rely on them to play this? That's the question. I feel like this is going to be hard to get in a game. I feel like learning this right now. Am I on the right? I am on the right. Banco Gambit. So is the Gambit as black? Yeah, nah. Yeah, nah, nah. I think, yeah, it's an opening from black side. Okay. All right, let's have another look then, real quick. I think this is going to be pretty heavy theory that I'm not going to be able to learn in the next 5 minutes. But I am open to learning it in the future. For now, we are going to do at least one game. At least one game. Well, I better turn on my charger. Oh, God, I hope you didn't get an amazing view then. All right. All right, so I will look into to playing those openings. All right, we are back with another video. We are currently 1783, and we're on a 2-game win streak, which is really nice. Yesterday's games were quite competitive, only losing to a 1980 player, and then winning 2 games against 1850s. So we're going to continue that today. As always, I'll be talking about my moves as we go, but sit back, relax, and enjoy. Stone Frog, that is definitely not the surprise I'm working on. Okay, we are black. We might actually get to play the Banco Gambit. So I was kind of worried about this move here, so I decided to do the push first. And now we look like we're going to go into more of a King's Indian defense maybe. So I am in unfamiliar territory now. Thank you, Stone Frog. Thank you. Yeah, the surprise I'm working on, I'm still researching it. But yeah, I've got a lot of ideas for the future. But yeah, the surprise that I'm working on, I won't be mentioning it until everything is good to go. So we've got plenty of time. Yes, Jonty, I am in a little bit of a comfort zone here, but I could feel more comfortable. mean, I'm happy to take the bishop for the knight. Happy to take the bishop for the knight. $12 minutes, plenty of time, plenty of time. I said plenty of time and then I took anyway. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, plenty of time, plenty of time. It's 8 minutes. Still plenty of time. Can't wait for the engine to tell me how bad that move was. I have an idea. Is that not a free piece? A free pawn? Take, queen takes, I take, pawn takes, and then bishop takes. Five minutes. I made a mistake. Mistakes were made. Oh, I gave this one away. Hello, Logan. Yeah, I gave this one away. I had I mean, it's not over yet, but it's definitely felt like I could have been doing a lot better. This is no good. No good, no good. Struggling here. Struggling. What kind of board connects? Yeah, I think I know some of the factors you're talking about, John T. Yeah, this one's the Chessnut Pro. The I think the way I gave it up was when I didn't realize that he had the king coming up to defend that pawn. I thought I had something good going on. But yeah, it turns out I did not. Now his bishop is so powerful, his knight is so good. I do like f5. He developed faster. I don't know. I just feel like I had a winning middle game and I threw it away. This is really bad and I've only got a minute left. Okay. He has take, 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 a rook down here, and then bishop there. He didn't actually have it, because I had bishop there, discovered check, and then take the rook. That more. No, it's not a blunder yet. Looking pretty blunder-like, but I think there's ways out of the fork. What probably would have been better? Probably would have been bishop there. Yeah, yeah, very well. Here I was thinking that was a fork, but it's not a fork. Well, yeah, it is a fork, but the knight is defended. But it's crazy. He's got this move here. got to start moving. Yeah, unfortunately my moves have to be a bit quicker now. More time would have been very nice. He can't play the fast moves. Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. I gotta move. That's such an empty threat because it doesn't even attack the rook. Still in the game. Still in the game. could just go over here and just go to pick off that pawn. No, he doesn't do that. That's a shame. I'll activate my bishop. If he went over here to pick off the pawn, I actually had bishop takes, king takes, and then rook takes. Now he takes it. Now he takes it. Okay. "37 seconds. I gotta speed it way up. Just up here. Just up here. I really gotta speed it up. Oh my. He's in time pressure now too. I've actually got more time than him. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. But yeah, look, it looks pretty drawish now. But but he might run out of time if he doesn't move. He's got all the answers, man, all the answers. Did I just blunder? Did I just blunder? I think I just blundered. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Get out of my game. No. What a game. What a game. That's drawn at the end. That's either drawn or I'm winning. I'm flagging a lot of people. I'm flagging a lot of people. That was a good game. That was a good game. GG's. So much to unpack from that game. So much to unpack. Well, we're at 1791 and the win streak is now at 3. So he developed faster. I don't know if our game really came down to like a he developed faster than me sort of situation. Yeah, okay. Okay, maybe you did. Maybe my bishop held me back a little bit on the development. Now, Jonty, you said draw, but white missed good chances for sure. You said I had chances, and I totally agree with you. I feel like I should have taken that piece at some time, and they take back. This move here was to prepare breaking in, and what I wanted to do was actually sacrifice the bishop, take, and the rook comes across, something like that, something magical. But then he played this move. And this is the move that I didn't see in the game. I didn't see the pieces coming up here. So take, and take is what I saw. So a little miscalculation there, but I like my position here. Yeah, just up a pawn. But it didn't work out that way. Because he played that. And that kind of threw me off a bit. I didn't want to trade queens, and now like the game just surely must be in his favor. Yeah, 1.7. So I've made some mistakes here. I saw that move coming. And I saw that move coming. And now here, had he played here, I go here, he goes here, I go here. I'm not worried about this because I had that. But he didn't play that. Instead he goes there. And I completely missed this hanging pawn too. But I had my own hanging pawn. Now I went here. Now I figured I should have gone here, but I was worried about here. And I think that concern is warranted. He's low on time. And he's taking a long time. I probably should have complicated the game by going over here. if I go here and he goes here, I can't take. I just have to go back. Actually, I don't even need to go back. I can just go here because that's covered. But I don't know. I didn't really want to make it too complicated. Maybe here. Maybe here first? But I didn't want to, oops, pause. I didn't want to risk getting my bishop trapped in. But still, I just allowed him to take that square. I should have taken that square, I think. And now here, I guess here would have been better. Yeah, let's have a look at the review. So I never really had too many winning chances. So this is a blunder. What was his winning move here? Of course it was. Yeah, and then he could have gone across here, so... Had this as well. I'm surprised that I won that on time. Always strange. So this guy's just on a bit of a grind. 1600, so he's currently at his peak of whoa. Just casually goes up 100 rating points to his peak. He's unlocked his greatness. Must have had like a really big win streak, or he's just he's on that grind. All right, well that was a good game. Pretty happy with how that played out. I mean, it was challenging. FS, thank you for the follow. Oh, and thank you for the little dinosaur, Josh. What's that little GG dinosaur thing going on up there? Completely missed that. When did Josh pop in? Yeah, so that was quite a game. Pretty happy with that. Now, what's going on with me over the next couple of days? So it is getting to about midday. I do need to go and get some other work done. I've got to finish editing some videos. I've got to make some new videos. I've got to do some videos. So going to be quite busy. So I'm going to have to take off now. What's my favorite opening for black? I don't really have one. I just prefer to be white so I can pick the opening. But yeah, I won't be streaming tomorrow. I have a lot of admin work to do. And I won't be streaming on the weekend because I'll actually be playing in a tournament. But I will be back on Monday morning. Same time as today. So, thank you all for joining in. If you haven't already done so, make sure to hit follow. You can check out my main channel where I've got a lot of different videos on reviews and tutorials, as well as a nice little Grandmaster opening series that is out now. And other than that, thank you, Josh. I will see you all next time.